When tomorrow's vaccine and vaccination numbers come out, we will show that today we did it. Today we hit 200 million shots.
Some good news more than halfway through April 2021, but who will ever forget the dark days of 2020 when the COVID-19 pandemic hit us all with a gut punch.
15 states setting weekly records for cases, 9 reaching new highs in deaths.
People and businesses everywhere were isolated and struggling as the whole world seemed to be turned upside down. That's when a group of small business entrepreneurs in New Jersey started an innovative networking group called Relax Teams, where small business pros huddle online to interact and brainstorm new ways to deliver their unique value proposition, product, or service to new clients while still serving existing clients.
We sell commercial doors and locks and hardware,
helping small businesses get the visibility that they deserve.
This time I want to talk more about a virtual receptionist and how it can really benefit your businesses.
I sell small insurance policies.
You tested positive for COVID?
It also became painfully clear that college students, just beginning their lives as adults, were facing a unique and even more challenging subset of issues dealing with the first worldwide pandemic since 1918.
I know some professors in the humanities who didn't even use email before.
It is very, very hard to be productive and work online when you're very worried for your family who's in a very serious outbreak.
Seeing the array of challenges that college kids everywhere were facing, Relax Teams jumped into action and huddled with students from one of America's most renowned and historic engineering schools, Stevens Institute of Technology. Together, they created an engineering all-star team.
First up, playing the position of UX UI specialist, going by the code name Mr. Pretty Boy. From Passaic, New Jersey, we have Himanshu Rana. So Himanshu, we came to you with a raw design and a desire to automate the process of creating these cards for all these different professionals. And I think you took a really awesome approach with it.
Yeah, so the first thing I did was create this master template, which has placeholders for all the information values. And to efficiently create batches of business cards, I created an add-on. So when you go here and click on new batch, it'll run the script that actually creates a new presentation deck, which is right here. And then once you've created a new presentation, you'll click on create cards add-ons, and that will run the script that actually gets that information from the form and create these individual business cards that has all the information filled out. One of my parts of this project was the rebranding and user interface of the website. This started with redesigning and cleaning up the old logo to give it a more sleeker and bolder look. I also added the network icon to the logo to symbolize how Relax Teams users connect and network with each other. I then created a social media version of all the logos to be used on various platforms. I also created special versions of the logo for specific months. This included a pink version for Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October and a rainbow version for Pride Month in June. And to create the rainbow effect in the Pride logo, I used a gradient to blend each color together. And then I set the line at an angle to give this cascading effect. And I used Adobe Illustrator for all of the sketching and variations of the logo.
So you're telling me if we create a batch of cards and a form comes in with 1,000, it takes me a couple seconds to create 1,000 business cards?
That's right.
Playing the position of DevOps, documentation, and security, going by the code name The Shadow. From Woodhaven, New York, here is Brian Ning. You kind of walk me through the documentation aspect that you created?
I created documentation so that they can get up to speed and onboard as soon as possible. And with the help of my team, we also documented the different functions and what they do, and also Firebase and where they need to go to see the different aspects of the project and analytics tool.
We did not have any pipeline or any DevOps, and you created that from scratch. I'm quite impressed. Can you kind of give us a quick overview of that?
So the pipeline sort of helped with the development process a little bit, and also provide a little bit of security on the side. Basically, it allowed us to sort of replace the different sort of secret texts and go through these different steps to make sure that everything's tested and sort of going through all the unit tests. And then it also handles the deploying to the Firebase. So when the developers are done and they merge with the master branch, it'll automatically deploy to the website to make sure that the website is on the most recent version.
Playing the position of YouTube maintenance and going by the codename The Enigma. From Warwick, New Jersey, here is Ryan Mullens.
The part that I've done is that it takes YouTube videos, fetches them off the Relax Team's YouTube video, and puts them into this Google Sheet. So if I'm going to authorize with my authorized account right here, it'll start to populate this sheet with the most 20 recent videos of the Relax Teams.
We come out live every Wednesday from 8 a.m. through 9 a.m. Eastern Time.
And it is the most recent videos up to the 20th video recently. And then if I were to run the script again, it would check for duplicates and list them out here if there are duplicates in the list. So it'll store one video of each in the spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet can be used to put videos onto Shopify and have them published there.
All the ones in a million.
Moving on to the front-end application, the utility player, going by the codename The Glue Guy. From Montclair, New Jersey, we have Jordan Greenberg.
So let's get to the fun part. Let's get to the cutting room. And I show the piece that you did at the cutting room, which was just a nice little add-on piece.
Right, so here we have added a way to embed the YouTube videos that are uploaded to the Relax Team's YouTube, so that it makes it easier to actually edit the video. So basically you go here and you click on the video you want to see, and then you click see video, and it embeds the video right here. That way you can play it, and you can figure out when to input your timestamps. You can close it, and if there's no video there, it will alert you.
And finally, the only non-senior on the team who tackled all the challenging back-end work, the codename The Young Captain. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, give it up for Henry Huang.
Primarily, my role was to do the back-end programming of this project. The tool that I created, as you can see on the screen here, by clicking this button, Access Drive, I'm able to upload all of the videos in this certain upload folder straight into Firebase storage, where it's accessible on this website. From here, you can pick your video and set your timestamps, which would then activate a Firebase function that sends a request to a Google Cloud server, which has a microservice that I wrote to cut up the video. Now, this tool to cut up a video, originally we were going to go with a commercial tool by Amazon called OpenShot Video Editor, but I found that there was a free alternative in Node.js, which the backend is written in to do the cutting. And after the cutting is finished, the results would automatically be placed in this output folder that you see here.
Excellent. Great job, sir. I appreciate so much what you've done.
Relax, America. We've been knocked down, but we are far from out. Our stadiums will once again be full. We will rise again. Our great cities will once again be crowded. This school year was like no other. The pandemic may have kept students off campus, but it did not stop these young minds from learning, developing, maturing, and most of all, innovating. A very special thank you to this year's All-Stars of Relax Teams. And the question now is, who's up for next year's project? It will not only help businesses, but it will help students. It will be a project for students, by students, and we're accepting applications now. So what is this new project we're talking about for September 2021? It's called Project Scholarship. If you think you have what it takes to be an all-star, to make an impact, to make a difference in college debt, then send in your resume now.